After the non-stop roller coaster of emotion that was Quantum Gate, I know that you were wondering if only there was a continuation of this mind-blowing sci-fi epic story. Well, there was. Because I mentioned before that Quantum Gate 1 was only the first part of the story. It was intended to be a bigger story, but the publisher publishing the game wanted something to get out right away. So the developers split off Quantum Gate 1 into its own game, and then made the rest in a sequel called The Vortex Quantum Gate 2, a 3-CD epic. So we're not talking about just one disc anymore. We're talking about multiple discs that will need to be changed for your Windows 3.1 PC. It's going to start off immediately after the end of Quantum Gate 1, so if you wanted to know what happened at the end, when we took the VR headset off and discovered that we were fighting humans the whole time, humans with wings, that's what we're going to find out. We're going to find out in a few minutes, because I'm starting off here in Windows because I just wanted to point out something, that there are 3 icons here. There's the game, but then there's README and don't README. README is what you basically would expect. It's the common README sort of text file you would get. Thank you for purchasing The Vortex Quantum Gate 2. The virtual cinema movie represents the culmination of years of effort, exploration, and design of our interactive film experience. I like how it's a little wider than the... Okay, no. No, it still is a little bit wider. Anyway, this program's going to make heavy demands on my computer, so I hope it's not a problem as I'm streaming. They've done their best to address the limitations of most systems, to take advantage of all available tricks, every single trick. You can read this if you're not getting enough performance. Video quality versus performance. You look, set your monitor to 640 by 480, 16-bit color, small fonts. They can't guarantee that anything else is going to work. It uses MIDI music, of course. Multitasking. Don't use other programs while you're playing the Vortex. Windows 3.1 allows for multitasking, but you should not when playing a video game. Well, I don't think we really need to know about performance issues. We'll probably be fine. But the reason I wanted to point this out is because there's also this. Don't read me. Well, let's open it. Ahem. Thank you oh so very much for reading this README file, and thanks for purchasing this very fine product, the Vortex. You are sure to enjoy this product for many, many, many years to come, and thank you for being an intelligent human being, one with very fine tastes in software titles. It was good of you not to buy Leisure Suit Larry 23, Larry Does Tokyo, and to instead pick up a copy of this wonderful piece of interactive fiction known as the Vortex. And thanks to your dog for not chewing on the box in which this product was shipped. He is a good dog, a fine dog, a dog of fine taste, and thanks for continuing to read this README. I realize that it is a bit too long, and that I tend to drone on a lot, but you try reading README files for a living. It gets really boring sitting in my stuffy cubicle, writing silly snippets of advice that most morons never read anyway. I mean, what is the point of me trying to help Joe user install their product anyway, if all they're going to do is plunge straight into the blood, gore, sex, and profanity, and blatantly ignore the countless hours of work I put forth to create this README file in the first place? You know the type of people to whom I'm referring. The guy with the overalls and dun lumber hat who stands in front of you at the McDonald's, complaining that he prefers not to have the sesame seeds on his bun and wanting to talk to the manager about the quality of his breakfast burrito. Do you think that guy is going to understand the importance of a README like this one? I don't think so. And what about his sister Bernice, who sits in the corner drooling and mumbling incomprehensible things about 20th century Amish swimwear? But what do you care? You probably aren't reading this either. And this is just something that is here. There it is. There's nothing more to it. That just is there when you install this game. Like, I don't have answers for you. But we're going to start the Vortex. And I believe that this is going to start off with a summary, basically, of what happened in the previous game. It's for Bob Bell. I hope Bob, looking on from beyond the grave in pride, I like that they got their company little splash screen ready to go for the Vortex. Also, their virtual cinema splash screen with the guitar wailing a little bit right there. It's very nice. It's very nice. Okay, here's our title screen. I guess it kind of looks like a map. What does the help have to say? All right, so what the game looks like. Question, action, emotion icons will vary depending on how the user goes through the film. Not a game, the film. Objects in each scene are hot. Tell me about it. And will activate different cursors depending on their qualities. So there are question icons up here. There are many different question icons to explore during the Vortex. They represent questions Drew thinks of that you may ask of any character you encounter during Drew's adventure. Move the mouse to the icon that represents a question and click. The cursor changes to a thought balloon. When you click, it remains a thought balloon, indicating you're ready to ask the question. Move the thought balloon over a character in the background. When the question may be asked, the cursor changes to a speech balloon. Now click to ask the question. Okay, I'm going to have to remember that. Click up here, hold it, drag the thought balloon to the character, and then when it changes to a speech balloon, release the button, I think is what it's saying. Cursors. Navigation. Control Drew's movement. Action bolt. Lightning appears when an action can be taken. Memory. Brain activates a memory of Drew's connected with the fence. That's what I was looking for in the first game. Never happened. The eye appears when you can examine something more closely. Listen. Drew can hear more information. Speech, thought balloon explained under question icons. Interface, Vortex. You exit to the main menu. That's what happened last time too. You go to the top of the screen, press the icon, you immediately go to the main menu, so don't do that. Then you can pause at any time. Whoop. All right. The window will display the character's response to your questions. Text window will display the questions that you, as Drew, may ask. The emotion down here. Emotion icons. They are sorrow, balance, anger. The three emotions represent Drew's choices and your own. If you select anger when it's available, you may significantly alter the path of the story, possibly resulting in an ending you did not expect. Other emotion icons may include a hammer or fist, which initiate more aggressive line of conversation. Right, so a little bit of mode action here. You can decide what your emotional state is here. Action icons. Allow Drew to do certain things, often cause you to see someone specific. All right. Let me just take a look at this one more time. The icon that represents a question, click on it. Changes to a thought balloon. When you click, remains a thought balloon. Move the thought balloon to the character. Then it changes to a speech balloon when ready. Then click to ask the question. Let's remember that. That seems oddly complex, but I'm sure it'll be easy once we actually try it out. Okay, let's start the movie. Not the game now, the movie. And like I said, I believe this will give us a summary of what happened in the first game.
The year is 2057. The Earth's ecosphere is on the verge of collapse. The United Nations and the world's governments forge a desperate scheme. Travel through a newly created quantum gate to planet AJ3905, a hostile world inhabited by huge, fierce insects, to mine a precious mineral capable of reversing Earth's environmental decline. Using envirosuits and virtual reality heads-up displays, the armies of the United Nations battle the bugs in the poisonous atmosphere to gain the rare substance. You will experience this virtual cinema production through the eyes and mind of Drew Griffin, a young medical student running from a tragic past. As Drew, you fight for survival, unraveling dreams and mysteries to find the truth. As Drew, you will decide the fate of two worlds. for gate opening.
I hope this doesn't hurt.
Drew, there's been an accident. World 5 predicts that all human life will be extinguished by 2084.
You are too screwed up! Jenny, come back here!
Griffin! Might I suggest you confine your sleeping activities to your off-duty hours?
Damn it, Drew, I can't believe you just ran off and joined the goddamned army.
The Earth is on the verge of environmental Armageddon.
What about the VR displays they're using? I've used those cerebral cortex coils before. I still don't know what the hell I was shooting at. Let me give you a drop.
The atmosphere on AJ3905 is a combination of chlorine and lithium dioxide, so it'll eat your brain while it eats your face. The CO suits, inadequate as they may be, have been retroed with the latest VR augmentation top hats.
There have been 2 fatalities. Dr. Marks is missing.
The bugs didn't kill him. You went in. Now why weren't we told?
The surface of this rock is highly toxic. Now, do you have any idea what lithium chloride does to a man? It was standard procedure.
Dr. Marks is probably dead on that planet's surface. We've encountered a new and deadly type of bug, and I think Private Michaels is a saboteur.
Your EnviroSuit has been breached.
Open your eyes! You need to open your eyes! We better get some L-Dopa in here quick. This one's going night-night.
Mommy loves you. You sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite.
Look, everybody stay on your toes, right? There are bugs.
Alien presence, no lock available. Danger. Alien proximity alert, no lock available.
Warning. Foe behind.
Danger. Please look down.
Fire!
We are trouble.
Your EnviroSuit has been breached.
Oh my God! Oh, I've been hit.
Prior to euthanization,
Oh
the
no!
employment contract entitles you to make peace with the universe and or God as you perceive he, she, or it to be. Euthanasia will occur in 15 seconds.
No, turn it off. No! Damn it,
15,
no!
18,
Oh, I don't want to die. Turn this thing off! Get me out of here! I am taking this damn helmet off.
Oh my God. Michaels was right. They're human.
So I guess I can click on one of these. How about like if I click on a mouth? What about that?
The girl's not doing very well. The place is a real mess.
What's up with him?
The lab's testing all his juice. From the way he's been acting, it looks like he's taken a hallucinogen, but we'll know more in a few hours once the blood work comes back.
I tell you what, I've seen a lot of accidents in my time, but this one takes a cake. That poor girl's face, man.
Jenny? I hope she's all right. Please, God, let her be all right.
Are you all right? Are you all right?
Oh, am I awake now? God, what a terrible dream.
He's awake. I am Alira. This is Kaztani.
Well, Michaels was right. They're not bugs. God, she seems so familiar to me.
What are you named?
Drew.
Drew. Hello, Drew.
You have been asleep for several days. We should try to get some food into you.
They each seem to be wearing a symbol. I wonder what they mean.
I'm going to get you something to eat. You rest. Elira will answer your questions.
This place is so beautiful. I've never seen anything like this.
What would you like to know?
All right, well, let's try this up here. Okay, so click on that, bring it down here, and now I can say it.
That symbol on your headdress, what does that mean?
Drew, I don't want to hurt you, but you must never, never ask that of an Alinde. It is an extremely private thing.
So why do you wear them on your forehead?
Okay, do not ask about the symbols they wear on their foreheads. Do not. Also, I'm not sure why this is separate from the list of things down here. Where am I?
Well, where am I?
You're in the Esteta Isan of the Saïta tribe.
What does that mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a house of healing.
All right, so they've been healing us up. What's gonna happen to me?
What's gonna happen to me?
What do you mean?
I mean, what will you do with me?
I won't do anything with you.
No, what will the Alinde do with me?
I don't know. We are to go see the Sayed. Perhaps she can answer this for you.
All right, so what our fate is going to be is unknown. How did I get here?
Well, how did I get here?
I brought you here. I took you out of your battle skin and flew with you over here.
I guess she saved my life.
Let's talk about... Oh. I guess I had to click on one of those immediately. There was the countdown to euthanasia. I saw like a traffic thing, like Jenny's accident. Okay, so when icons appear... So that was also the case before when I clicked on one of those icons and I saw like people talking about Jenny's accident. I could only click on one of those. So if you want to see all the video clips, you would like have to play this multiple times. If you want to know more about those other video clips. So this game is not something you're going to see everything in one playthrough, I suppose. Are you humans?
I've been trying to figure out if you are humans.
I do not understand the question. What is human?
I'm a human.
You have no wings.
No, that's true. I have no wings.
Yet, you look like us. If human is to look like us yet have no wings, then no, we're not human. We are Alinde.
I should ask her if there are other humans here.
Is that up here? It is not. Wait, hold on. Down here.
Have you seen any other humans?
By human, you mean others here like you?
Yes.
Then, yes, there have been others here like you.
I wonder if she knows where Dr. Marks is.
Yeah, Michaels is dead. He's not going to be here. Marks might be because Michael said that she walked away from the attack site. So she might still be alive on the planet. Oh, and she's up here now. Where's Dr. Marks?
Can you tell me where Dr. Marks is?
You mean Elizabeth?
Yeah.
She's no longer here.
Well, that's obvious. Where is she?
I'm sorry, I can't... She left.
How long ago?
I don't know.
Very helpful, but she was here. so they know who she is. Am I a prisoner?
I need to.
What?
You need to lie back and rest. Don't try to talk now.
Oh man, what was that?
Well, okay. I was very puzzled about what that dialogue was going for. But then we had a flashback of lying in a bed. Or is it a flashback? Are we there? Are we in the bed and here at the same time? I am hungry.
I'm feeling kind of hungry.
Here, you should eat.
Might be poisoned.
No,
why would they bother? They could just my throat.
Yeah, they don't need to poison us. Let's eat the food.
Oh, that is delicious. I don't think I've ever tasted anything like that.
What is it? Like it's kind of blurry. It's hard to say what this is, but apparently it is delicious. These are some delicious, colorful shapes.
This is really delicious. I didn't know how hungry I was.
Oh, she's gone. Yeah, she's gone. Okay, we can just click on things. Well, our journal appeared, so let's have a look in our journal, see what we're writing down. We have dramatic journal music here. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't understand what's happening to me. I thought I was hit on a bug fight on the surface, but then everything got really fucking weird. Am I feeling the side effects from the VR compatibility drug Michaels was talking about? Oh, that's a good drawing of Michaels. Did Drew draw that? That's like a good likeness. Was I in an accident? I keep seeing the most bizarre things. As far as I can tell, I'm on the surface of AJ3905. It looks like Michaels was right about that much at least. They aren't bugs. They're people, or something resembling people anyway. They seem like angels. And the planet is not poisonous as they told us. It's like a paradise. I can't believe this is happening. I've got to make sense of all this. I'll start with what I know, or at least what I think I know. We have Jenny, like the part of her face is heavily shaded, since, you know, it was censored on the video call. Oh, I can click on... Can I click on... I can click on that.
Listen, if they are not giving us a VR compatibility drug, then why was it I was able to find an antidote?
Wow, we're seeing video clips in our journal. This is a high-tech journal.
I want to have a baby.
I don't think we saw that last time in the previous game. Is that what the argument was about? Did Jenny want to have a baby, but Drew didn't, and we had a fight, and then she stormed out and got into a car accident? Maybe. August 7th, 2057, Jenny's accident. August 10, signed with Beatrice's Marshall Division, 3-year impressment. Yeah, we signed up for the military 3 days after her accident. Arrive in Fort Mandela August 14th. October 15th, complete basic proficiency. October 18th, begin secondary training in digital terrorism and countermeasures. November 15th, UN Global Emergency Order 3109 forces Beatrice 23rd Armored to leave for Fort Chicago. Okay, so this is something we didn't get in the first game about. We're getting a little bit more information about old Drew. November 18th, arrive Fort Chicago. Immediately move to unnamed embarking area an hour from Fort Chicago. Circumstances very strange. Sarge refuses to talk about mission or orders. We sit and do nothing. Michaels gets into a fist fight with Hawkins over a game of fish. November 25th, gated to AJ3905. Colonel Saunders assigns KP duty for sleeping during a briefing. No, that was the Sarge that assigned KP duty, I believe. I think. We are informed that mission is top secret. The Earth is dying. To fix it, they need iridium oxide, which will be processed into oxygen, water, and ozone. Iridium oxide is very rare on Earth, but everywhere on AJ3905. Dr. Marx's quantum gate is used to transport between Earth and 3905. What does she have to say?
The future of our race is at stake here. We've really screwed this up. You know, at the end of the 20th century, most of the world's top scientists signed an open letter to humanity, saying that we felt that without significant effort, the Earth's ability to support life would be severely jeopardized.
That's right. We messed up our own planet, and we have to kill off the species on another one to save ourselves. The atmosphere of AJ-3905 is lithium chloride gas, violently toxic. We wear VR augmentation helmets and enviro suits while on the planet's surface. The native inhabitants are huge, fierce bugs. We operate under the Indentured Forces Act. This makes us all but slaves. The UN can pretty much do whatever they want. Oh boy. November 25th, evening. Michaels tells me he thinks the VR helmets are lying to us. He thinks we're actually killing civilians in Belgium, or something like that. He tells me about the VR compatibility drug. They put it into the water supply. It improves the cerebral transmission link with our helmets. It also, Michaels tells me, keeps us from dreaming. I have it on good authority that no one dreams here. November 26th, a.m. A skiver with Dr. Marks and 2 crew members aboard crash-landed on the surface brought down by the bugs. Myself, Lieutenant Andrews, and Sergeant Cranshaw are sent to rescue them. Several bodies are found, but Dr. Marks is missing. Michaels, who was on board the doctor's skiver, claimed that she walked away from the crash site. November 16th p.m. Michaels gives me an antidote to the VR compatibility drug that he stole from the med lab. He tells me the UN has equipped all of our enviro suits with self-destruct devices. Now, he didn't tell us that. We learned that on the rescue mission. They claim it's a humanitarian gesture to keep us from suffering if our suits are breached or damaged. Michael says they're doing it to keep anyone from finding out where we really are and what we're really fighting. November 27th, Colonel Saunders holds a briefing announcing the doctor's disappearance and the new deadly bugs that have started appearing. Saunders interrogates me about Michaels. I head back to my room. Michaels, I find, has been deleted by the UN. So, in the first game, I was wondering if it was possible to save Michaels, but I guess the sequel is confirming that no, he has to die.
And finally, there have been some reports of VR display malfunction. Seems some bugs are being shown as humanoids. So everyone, please review your online manuals on EnviroSuit procedures and VR error addressing. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be all.
I eat the antidote that Michaels has given me in order to destroy the evidence. There's a vidlet waiting from Jenny. I like that term, vidlet. Just like a little video. It's a vidlet. I fall asleep. The base is attacked by hundreds of these new bugs. I get on the surface, and my suit is breached. That's the last thing I remember. My suit being breached and the euthanasia sequence starting. Then what? I took my helmet off and saw her. That's it. I saw the ... Whoever she wasn't a bug. And that's it. That's all I know at the moment. Not fucking much. Alright. That's what we wrote so far. Now I guess let's take a look at this environment that we find ourselves in. Okay, nothing to say about that. Or that, I guess. So we can move around. Oh, that's...
God, look at the size of that tree. I wonder how old that thing is.
Man, have you ever seen tall trees? Those trees are so tall, man. Oh, man, I can't believe how tall those trees are. How many years do you think it would take to grow trees that big? We can walk forward here. Walk, walk, walk.
It's a big fucking rock.
That rock is very big. I guess we can't do anything with it, but the rock is so big. What can we do with this rock? It's just way too big. Oh, we got a brain icon.
Damn, that's a big rock.
It's the only thing that Drew can think of right now. This rock, I can't believe it. Can't like you see this thing? This chonky boy.
I wonder if the Elinde are the only race that populate this planet.
Okay, we got a new thing. Are there other races here? Well, I think we know that the first bugs we fought did not have wings. So there must be people without wings.
Come in, children. Alira, how is it with you?
I am well, Grandmother. How is it with you?
I am as well as can be. So, this is the new Johnny.
Yes. He is called Drew.
She's awfully young. She seems like a priest.
Go sit down. Let me speak with this Drew.
I guess she's the matriarch.
I have a difficulty, Drew. There are other sides here from other bands of Elinde. We counsel to know what the Elinde should do about the Dajani. There is much wrong here, and we are greatly troubled. The Dajani killed all the Goyapai who lived on that island.
Goyapai? I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
The Goyapai is not like Elinde or Dajani, but they are living things. The Elinde counted them friends. Your people, the Dajani, killed all of them there in that place. There were families there that Dajani killed. We do not understand this. Why did this happen?
All right, it looks like we did a genocide of this Goyapai people. Well, we can choose these options, but we also have these things up here. What does that symbol mean on your forehead?
That symbol on your headdress, what does that mean?
There is a tiny frog that lives high up in the tops of the pina trees. It is brightly colored, and its song is one of the most beautiful sounds in the world. Here, I am like that frog. I sit up here in mother's hair, I wear my colors, and I sing. Normally, Drew, the Elinde do not speak of their imago in this fashion.
Oh, that was a better answer than I would have thought. She's like the time frog, brightly colored, and sings her beautiful song. She also advised us that, the Elinde don't really like to talk about their forehead symbols like this. So, maybe don't ask about the forehead symbols. But I'm glad we learned about the time frog. Where's Dr. Marks?
Can you tell me where I can find Dr. Marks?
Elizabeth was here. We helped her. She left, and we have not seen her for several days.
Well, the same answer we got. Let's talk about other races, maybe ones we haven't exterminated yet.
Tell me, Sayet, are there other races here on Elinde?
Yes, there are. That word is so disturbing to us. I have adopted it because it conveys something of meaning to you, but the Elinde have no such division. One is Otia or Elinde, but all is life. We do not understand such things.
I mean, it sounds like there is division. Like you named different groups, different names. So you don't consider everyone to be the same thing. We won't bring it up. We'll drop it. Well, it would be a lie to say I don't know why this happened. It would be a lie to say I didn't do any of this, because we probably killed some people, even who knows how many. How do you know? Okay, so the last one is what we know is true. They lied to us to make us fight.
Sayet, the soldiers, myself and my fellow soldiers, we were lied to about who we were fighting.
I know about the dream helmets that you wore. Still, though, there are many ways to see that do not use the eyes. I sent you many dreams to show you the truth. All this aside, still, these acts were yours. The hand of killing was yours. Your car, your soul must bear the cost of this. You alone must answer for these crimes. This is a very real responsibility, Drew. If you avoid this, it will cost you dearly. We can speak more later. Now you must go before the council.
Wait, you sent me those dreams? Like, I wouldn't say those dreams were the clearest of messages. Like, what was that bit where Michaels was, like, eating a bug? And then, like, Jenny, like, vomited up a winged bug, and then the bug exploded. Like, I don't really understand.
We have decided to go to the place above the Red Stone. Your people will not be safe there. Last night I dreamt that the Johnny were wolves eating chicks from out of nests. What do you do with a wolf? Do you move the tribe above the Red Stones to get away from it? No. You drive it out. You kill it. What do you care, man? The Nika are further from the Dijani than any of us. It does not matter. No place will be far enough.
This Dijani is here before us, sent by the Mother to help us understand. He is called Drew. He will, I believe, tell us the truth.
I do not believe the Dijani, any of them, know the meaning of truth.
We do not trust him, then we are destined to remain ignorant.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. The world has many eyes.
Let us speak to
Oh.
him. If he lies, it will be made plain in time.
You need to open your...
All the Sayet here say.
You are right, me. I do trust too much. So you and I are the perfect counterbalance.
Oh, was it? Oh no! An error has occurred in my application. Well, maybe we are still trapped in VR, and the simulation is crashing around us. We have escaped another layer of the illusion. Well, you know, I guess we'll take a break, and I'll see if I can get back to here. So, see you in a few minutes. Alright, I hope this is gonna work. It seems like it's working now. We're gonna click on go to scene. So this game doesn't have saving, and I guess one good thing is that we can just go to any scene we want from the start, as in the first game as well. But you may want to jump around in the story. It's not recommended unless you have finished the movie at least once. I'm sorry, not game, movie. Please note that many of the narrative features will be inconsistent or nonsensical, you don't say, if you jump from scene to scene. In addition, many surprises, special events, and cool things will not work unless you play the movie from the very beginning. Alright, well, we have to, right? So, day one, and we are now going before the council. So I don't know if any of the choices we made in terms of what I asked or those icons I clicked on, I don't know if those are supposed to get saved as you go throughout the story, and maybe that changes things. But since we're starting from here, clearly nothing I did up to now counts, because we have to restart here. Let's go before the council.
We have decided to go to the place above the Red Stones. Your people will not be safe there. Last night I dreamt...
Yeah, they're trying to run away from the Dijani, which is us.
What do you do with a wolf?
And He's saying, no, you can't do that. You can't run away from them. You have to exterminate them.
Kill it.
What do you care, man? The Nika are further from the Dijani than any of us.
It does not matter. No place will be far enough.
This Dijani is here before us, sent by the Mother to help us understand. He is called Drew. He will, I believe, tell us the truth.
I do not believe the Dijani, any of them, know the meaning of truth.
We do not trust him, then we are destined to remain ignorant.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. The world has many eyes.
Let us speak to him. If he lies, it will be made plain in time.
You hope. You trust too much. All the Syed here say.
You are right, me. I do trust too much. So you and I are the perfect counterbalances, are we not? We both do the world a service. All those who would hear the Dijani speak.
Better you all go listen to flies.
Tell us what the Dijani want here.
All right, got a council of 4. It's 3 against 1. That one guy does not want us to talk. And I noticed that I do not have the icons up here anymore. So, like, the things that I had in mind that I could ask people, like, what does that thing on your forehead mean? Not here. Unfortunate, because I want to ask them what the things on their forehead mean. Like, especially this guy. Hopefully it would make him upset. Alright, I got a still image of him. Nothing else. Alright, there's her. If you just want to like a closer look, you can get him. There we go. I like that this game is keeping up the tradition of having these backgrounds that don't exist. Nice filter on that one. Alright. We know what they want. We know what the Dijani want. They want a mineral ore.
I was told they want to dig up a mineral.
For what purpose?
Take back to our home is correct. To save our dying planet is correct. I don't know is not correct. I'll find out and tell you. I mean, we know what the plan is supposed to be. It's to save our dying planet.
To save our planet, it's dying.
It's not a question of his honesty.
Shut up! Don't laugh at me!
Oh, what?
Hey, you need to quiet down. I don't want to have to sedate you. Now stop yelling. They're just watching ITV. Nobody's laughing at you.
Oh man, what is going on here?
Oh, okay, we just got a new sequence altogether. Where we might, in reality, actually be in an asylum? Possibly? Like, the first game really did not indicate anything like that, but this game definitely is. Where am I?
Where am I?
You're in a place where you can get some help.
Oh, fuck. What is going on? I'm really getting scared.
It's his sanity.
What are the Dijani's intentions toward the Elinde?
If I tell them the truth, I might just get myself killed.
But that one woman said that if we lie, they will know. And I think our intentions are pretty clear at this point. We've just been killing them all, right? So yeah, Dijani intend to kill you.
The Dijani intend to kill you.
You lie, Dijani. I do not believe this Dijani. He lies. I am done with him.
He tells us the Dijani intend to kill us, and you accuse him of lying?
This is the Dijani's cleverness. He tells us this to gain our trust. Then he cuts our throats while we sleep.
This guy is trouble.
Let us sound him. Would this satisfy you, men?
Yes.
Will this satisfy the council? So it is. Tonight we sound the Johnny.
I don't understand.
The sounding is a good thing. There is nothing to fear.
There is nothing to fear, so long as you tell the truth. The sounding will tell us.
Wow, where'd everybody go? Hope it's not my breath. Well, I guess I'll just look around.
I guess so. You know, I said this in the first game. It's weird to me about how, like, the characters we speak to, the people do seem to be attempting to act, but our character, Drew, is really not. Like, I don't know what they were going for with Drew's voice acting here. He just sounds so disinterested in everything. Alright, I'm looking at this.
Those look like telephone poles. I wonder if they were placed here or if they just grew like that.
Oh yeah, it's a big wood pole. How about that? It's fascinating. We're really interested in the poles and the trees and that. Telephone. Yeah, so look at that telephone pole.
I wonder if they were placed here or if they just grew like that.
Who can say? It's a mystery. I guess off we go. This helicopter shot is pretty good. Like, they rented this helicopter for the day. They're gonna make use of this shot. We're back in the forest. Man, look at this tree.
Elira! Oh, Elira!
I'm sorry? Oh.
Elira, how is it with you?
I am well, Kati. How is it with you?
Well, sowing time. Not my best. I like the harvest better. But the wheel turns in time.
Where are the others?
Gone. Above the redstones, mostly.
But you decided to stay.
No sowing, no harvest.
Drew, do you see the gardens? Aren't they amazing?
Yes, they're beautiful. I would love to know how they work. This is not a simple thing, Dejani.
Why would you think this is amazing? You live here. This is mundane for you. But okay, I didn't think it was. Did you take care? Do you take care of all of this?
So, do you take care of all this? Some. There are many, Luca.
The medicinals are grown in smaller gardens near the Esteta Ison. All of the food is grown here, and Kati is too modest. He's brilliant. He can grow wheat from a stone, and everyone knows it.
I have work to do. Travel lightly, Leah.
Wish I could ask him what the symbol on his forehead means. Just making oh, he's flying. Just making a constant social faux pas.
I need to speak to you concerning Private Michaels. I'm very concerned he's spreading seditious sentiment.
What the fuck is going on? This is so bizarre. These are like images from my past or something.
Hey man, can I talk to you?
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
What?
Did you drop this money?
No.
Are you sure? Because I thought I just saw it fall out of your pants pocket.
No.
We're going to be taking a look at all battlefield and VR procedures. So pay close attention because this stuff is mission critical. Your lives will depend on it.
Oh man, that was so intense. It's like I was being thrown around inside of my past.
Come, it is time for the sounding.
All right. Hit that helicopter shot. Let's take a ride to the sounding. It will be determined if I'm actually telling the truth. Please insert disc 2. Wow, that's disc 1 ended real fast. I didn't actually know how long each disc was going to be. I thought it would be longer than that, though. But I mean, I guess there were many optional video clips that we could have seen that we did not. But just give me a moment. I'm getting there. I'm doing it. Alright, disc 2 should be loading. Alright. Click above to proceed. That is one held MIDI note. There we go.
The truth is a sound that cuts through the world. The song of truth has been the right of the Elimbe since the first days. The stars and the trees breathe this resonance. Our hearts hear it and obey. The world has many ears, Drew. The gates of the body are many. All gates lead to the mother. Open the gate of your lips to the sound and the song of truth, and tell us. Do you lie?
Sure, I'll open the gate of my lips and sing the song of truth. Do I lie? Well, I guess in the previous game, we did lie to the Colonel. So, we might say when I must.
Only if I have to.
Are you a thief?
In the first game, I didn't steal anything. Michaels did, but I did not.
No.
Do you take without giving?
That is an interesting question. Have we taken anything? We did not take the $300, it's true. Do I take without giving? It's a hard question. I'll say when I must.
When I am forced to.
Do you give without thinking of return?
What would be the canonical answer if Drew gives without thinking of return? Now, this is the reverse. The first one, do you take without giving? This is, do you give without taking? I try.
I try to.
You take other lives.
Well, I guess I have. I guess I have to say yes.
Yes.
Do you respect the bodies of others?
Do I respect the bodies of others? I don't know. I don't know if I've disrespected people's bodies. I don't think I have a reason to say no. Unless it's a question involving Jenny. I mean, but does running from Jenny have to do with disrespecting her body, or is it feeling of guilt over blaming ourselves for the accident? There is the issue about the football stick. We didn't think there was a problem with violent sports involving football sticks. So maybe we should say no, we do not respect people's bodies.
No. Everyone needs to learn to look out for themselves.
Do you nurture children?
This game needs subtitles. This is really a game that needs it. I'm pretty sure I don't have children.
I don't have any children.
Are your thoughts your own?
Are my thoughts my own? I mean, I suppose yes.
Absolutely.
Do you help those in need?
I don't have a reason to think that we do. I'll just go with sometimes on that.
Well, if it's convenient, yeah, I will.
Do you consume without thinking?
Do I consume without thinking? I guess it'd be honest to say I never thought about it.
Wow, I never really thought about it.
Are you truly awake?
The answer to all these questions, of course, is what?
What?
Do you see beyond appearance?
What was that sound effect? Do I see beyond something, but I couldn't really hear what it was. What else is there?
What else do you have to go on?
Do you follow the light?
I'm not sure what you mean.
What are you talking about?
Do you care for the temple?
Do I care for the temple? Or was that another word? I don't have the time to care for the temple.
You know, I always try to, but I never can seem to find the time.
Are you happy?
No.
No. And anyone who says that they are is lying.
Well, I don't know about that part. Am I afraid? Constantly.
Afraid? Yeah, I'm pretty constantly afraid these days.
Do you look to the future?
Yeah, we are running from our past, so I would say yes.
Yes. Yes, I do look to the future.
Do you love unconditionally?
Well, no, because it turns out we had one big condition, didn't we?
There is no such thing.
Do you hold the mother's flesh more dear than your own?
Oh, so by mother we mean the planet? I guess I don't think about it.
I don't think about it much.
Can you love yourself?
I'm not worth loving.
I don't think I'm worth loving.
Do you lie?
Only if I have to.
Are you a thief?
No.
Broom?
Without giving?
When I am forced to.
Do you give without thinking of return?
I try to.
They smell good. So do you want to take any?
Do you take other lives?
Yes.
Do you respect the bodies of others?
No. Everyone needs to learn to look out for themselves.
Do you nurture children?
I don't have any children.
Are your thoughts your own?
Absolutely.
Do you help those in need?
Well, if it's convenient, yeah, I will.
Do you consume without thinking?
Wow, I never really thought about it.
World 5 predicts that all human life will be extinguished by 2084.
Are you truly awake?
What?
Do you see beyond appearance?
What else do you have to go on?
No. Her mother was Oriental.
Do you follow the light?
What are you talking about?
Your car, your soul, must bear the cost of this. You alone can answer for these crimes.
Do you care for the temple?
You know, I always try to, but I never can seem to find the time.
Are you happy?
No. And anyone who says that they are is lying.
I know that we can never be together after this.
Are you afraid?
Afraid? Yeah, I'm pretty constantly afraid these days.
Do you look to the future?
Yes. Yes, I do look to the future.
I love you very much. I'm gonna miss you.
Do you love unconditionally?
There is no such thing.
God, you are so self-important.
Do you hold the mother's flesh more dear than your own?
I don't think about it much.
Can you love yourself?
I don't think I'm worth loving.
Drew, there's been an accident.
Now, Drew, we go deeper into the gate of your race. Tell me of your people.
You see, the Dijani are full of hate. The race is without redemption. See, Dijani, see the faces of the Olinde you killed. Dijani, you should no longer know the son of us. The Olinde are to no longer have dealings with Dijani.
No! The Great Mother Eye teaches us that each soul, each Ka, is the pilot of the world. You cannot hold Drew responsible for the entire race of the Dijani. His Ka will be weighed alone. He will return to the Mother as we all do, alone.
I have spoken, girl. The law is done.
You know the law, Min. You know this woman's rights. Do you speak for Drew, Alira?
Can I trust you?
Man, I don't understand any of this.
I don't understand any of this.
Men would banish you. You would not be allowed to have contact with any Olinde ever again. I have offered to speak for you. I would be responsible for your actions, and you would be allowed to stay. Do you want me to speak for you?
Sure. Let's see how that goes.
Yes, I want to stay with you.
I want you to stay.
Do you speak for Drew, Alira?
I will speak for him.
Do you answer for the work of his hands?
I answer for him.
So it is done.
This is folly. The Nika will have no dealings with Dijani or those who offer them sanctuary. I quit this council.
Min, there are many ways of walking and many hands in the world. The Ilinde must remember the bond of blood.
It is you who have forgotten them.
The truth is not a stick for burning under supper.
Griffin! Might I suggest you confine your sleeping activities to your off-duty hours?
Do as you must. Do you understand what this woman has done for you?
No.
She has spoken for you. She vouches for you and your actions. She stands between you and the rest of the Ilinde. Any misstep will cost her standing in the community. A serious transgression will cost her more dearly. It is by her grace that you remain. Respect her sacrifice.
Well, thanks.
Alira, I want to thank you for what you've done for me.
You are welcome. The council was wrong. The Sayet knows. Each cause shapes the world and must pay the price for its acts. I have faith in you, Drew. It's time for sleep.
Well, that went poorly, I think. I wonder if we could have convinced that guy otherwise. If my answers were different, would he have not blown a fuse in that way?
This is where you'll be staying.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dream well.
But I thought that no one dreams here. And that's somewhere else. Let's have a look around.
Oh boy, my very own pots.
You could do a lot of things with pots. You could, like, store stuff in them. It's not like our quarters on the base was all that great.
This hammock looks comfortable. I guess this is where I sleep.
I guess so.
What a funny looking symbol.
I should ask someone what that symbol means. You know, it's considering how she's going to be responsible for us, we probably should figure out what the rules of the society are so we don't break them. Because we don't know what we're doing. Let's see if we wrote anything new in our journal. Well, we know that this is all stuff we've already seen. I was taken before the council. They have asked more questions about human intentions. They seem to be divided into two camps. Those who favor doing business with humans, Dijani, God, these names, and a group of separatists, led by men who advocate violent resistance. I'm to be sounded later. What this means, I don't know, but it is supposed to help the Alinde find out the truth. Rather disturbingly, the hallucinations are continuing, although shorter than before. This time was no less intense. The degree of realism of these episodes is baffling. If I was experiencing a fuzzy, dream-like sensation, I could write all this off to a bump on the head or bad UN dope. But when I suddenly find myself someplace else, I am there. Unmistakably, undeniably there. I found myself in the asylum. This is really starting to freak me on a grand scale. The psychiatrist, who looks like a refugee from a woman's prison movie, is yelling at me to hold it down. The moment before, I had been telling one of the Alinde not to laugh at me, and suddenly it turns out I'm yelling at my fellow patients. Are the insane supposed to be blessed with an ignorance of their condition? I just had the weirdest vision. This was even weirder than anything else I've seen, and believe me, I've been seeing some pretty weird shit. I was pulled violently backwards through a series of memories or incidents from my past. It was terrifying. I thought I was dying because it seemed like my life was flashing before my eyes. I'm terrified that I have lost, or am losing, my mind. What's happening to me? Tonight was the sounding. I don't know the history of this ritual, but regardless of its origins, it's clear that the Alinde possess some form of psionic ability. I heard their questions, not with my ears, but inside their minds after their voices were turned straight into thoughts transmitted to my brain. Not unlike the Army's VR helmets, now that I think about it. They asked me lots and lots of very personal questions, and by personal, I mean not actually personal at all. Like, they were pretty vague, general questions. The questions were seemingly designed to reveal my true self, and also to, like, layer a bunch of JPEGs in, like, Paint or something. A strange nature of their voices sounding, is that where the name comes from? Inside my brain compelled me to tell them truth. It was like some truth serum. The experience was utterly startling. I always thought the mind was capable of things like this, but to experience it directly for oneself had the odd effect of making the whole event seem utterly fantastic and dreamlike. After the question finished, my mind was flooded with vivid images. No, that's not right. That implies they came from outside. All these images surfaced from inside of me. It seemed that some long-buried symbolic memory was evoked. Looks like Jung was right. Oh, no, you don't get to reference Jung. As they spoke my answers back to me, my perceptions were literally overrun with images and sound and memories. The end result was a sort of perceptual sculpture, a living painting of thought and image. If I close my eyes, I can still see it. It was frightening to see myself portrayed like this. Pretty soon things got weirder. Next they went into the gates of your race, as the Sayat said. This seemed to have been a cultural sounding of some sort. The human race itself was revealed in the same way that my personality had been. I saw like a burning city, and like a screaming face, I don't know. Like a newspaper that said that people were dead? Sure. Needless to say, the Alinde didn't respond very well. I have to admit that the images that came up were rather disturbing, brutal. Seen through the imagery of the sounding, we sure seem to be irredeemably fucked up. It doesn't reflect any of the good that we're capable of. It all seems so one-sided. I wonder, is that the way I think of mankind? Or is it an objective way of looking at humanity? This seems impossible to swallow, yet the alternative paints me as deeply cynical. Maybe I am. Min, of course, lashed onto those final images of proof of humanity's irredeemable vileness, so fuck him. And with that, I guess we can lie down in our cot and have a good...
Looks comfortable. I guess this is where I sleep.
And can we sleep? I'm not really seeing an option to... Oh no, here's like... maybe that. There we go. Do we dream? Yeah, this is not any different than our previous dreams.
Your protests have been duly noted. Put the base on full alert.
Dave,
Yes, Dr. Marks.
roll the clip, please.
Yes, Dr. Marks.
Emo's Media Lab put this together. Pay close attention.
Griffin! Might I suggest you confine your sleeping activities to your off-duty hours?
Hey man, how you doing?
Everybody, full side arms, lock and load. Mr. Griffin, we need you at the helm, please.
Mr. Griffin, these things brought down a skipper. Now set your gyro sensitivity to a minimum.
Hawkins, you're an auxiliary.
Hey, no problem.
Hi, Drew, sweetie. It's me. I hope you're well. It's funny to be talking to you like this.
There's a Dijani here. Another human has come with a group of Kiapaway. Come quickly.
You interrupted the MIDI guitar. I was rocking out in my dream. I want to hear that MIDI distortion guitar. Anyway, another Dijani has arrived. Let's go have a talk.
I was told there was a Dijani here with these Kiapaway.
So, you're looking for another Dijani.
Yeah, Illyra seemed to think that there was somebody here.
Did you two come here with a Dijani?
No.
Yes.
Back is on inroad wing.
Baby's little like arms is in carried he.
What's the deal with them?
They're Kiapaway, contraries. They do everything backwards.
What do you mean they do everything backwards?
Backwards dress and walk. Eat, speak we, means he. Out anything leave, did I?
A think can I that not?
Disturbing thought the fine you do. Did Johnny matter the what? Normally speak, we would rather you do.
Look, I don't understand you. I'm looking for a Dijani.
Yeah, we call them humans back on Earth.
Oh, God.
I do not fucking believe it. That son of a bitch is alive.
He pulled it off. He managed to avoid being deleted. How did he do such a thing? I mean, we're glad to see Michaels.
Hey, Michaels. God, it's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, Griffin. Gee, you seem pretty chipper today. Golly, guess I'll mention that to the doctor.
Oh, well, here we are again. I guess we can just step...
The door's open.
Yeah, it is.
Get out of here.
That seems strange. Well, if this is real, it wouldn't make sense for them to leave the door open. It also wouldn't make sense for the hallway to just be infinite.
I should ask about Marks. I should ask Michaels if he's been seeing weird shit, too.
Yep.
You know, man, I'm kind of scared. I'm not really sure what's been happening to me. I've been seeing some weird things and, like, hallucinating, and I don't know what's going on. Has that been happening to you, too?
Yeah. Damn straight. Between the VR drug antidote, and the side effects of the gate, man, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Yeah, I've seen some pretty weird shit lately, man. All thanks to our good friends at the UN. United Nutcases, that is.
I should probably try and find out what Saunders and the UN are up to.
I thought we knew... Oh, he has devil horns in this image. I thought we knew what they were up to.
So, what is Saunders really up to?
Hell, I don't know, but I'll tell you the party line is badly in need of some fresh bunting. All right, let's think about this. In Belgium, they use the VR helmets to cover the assassination, right? Well, that obviously doesn't apply here. And speaking of here, like, why are we? See, my guess is that they really are after some kind of mineral or something, but why they had to lie to us about it is beyond me. You know, with all the envirosuits and self-destruct devices, seems like an awful lot of trouble. And maybe it's diamonds or something, I don't know. And you know, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn, because I am on a permanent pine nut and papaya diet, and Saunders can rehearse his film version of Napoleon all he wants. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm happy that we got some multiple video clips on the screen. That style of editing that we came to know and love in Quantum Gate 1, we've been missing that. Where is Dr. Marks?
So what about Dr. Marks? Is she still alive?
Well, Griffey, I haven't found the doctor yet, but she is alive. See there? Now, you wouldn't believe me when I told you the good doctor took a little stroll. It's a good thing I'm not the kind of guy who would say, I told you so. See, I believe she's studying someplace, but I'm not allowed there, so they won't tell me where she is.
All right. Well, still can't see her. We only know she's alive. How did you get here, by the way?
So how did you get here?
Oh, man, what a long, strange trip it's been, my friend. First off, Saunders sent some of his knuckle-draggers in to question me. Baby, they tear up my room. It's a good thing I stashed the antidote with you. Man, I wonder sometimes, you know, Saunders' middle name must be Adolf. So, they dragged me down to this suite in the brig, and they, how shall I say, freshened my memory with a cattle prod. Saunders just wanted to know all about Belgium and the VR and what I know and who I've been talking to. So I figured maybe that I must be on the list for a free trip to Flatline Land. And I just climb into the air duct. I don't know who designed this space, but baby, he better not give up his day job. So I make a quick pit stop at the supply closet and, yeah, right off into the sunset.
I wonder what the hell it is he's doing mixed up with the Kiapaway.
Well, oh, what's this?
So, what are you doing with the Kiapaway?
Oh, man, this is too freaked out for words. I mean, it's like these people are so totally on the uptake, you know what I'm saying? It's like this here is Naij, and the one next to him, that's Samai. They were the first two Alinde I met when I escaped. Not bad, huh? See, the Kiapaway are like, they believe that by denouncing all traditional structures like dressing, walking, talking backwards, that they'll be forced to confront the world with a completely fresh perspective. You know, like in the moment. You know, and I'm telling you, man, it works, too. I mean, I have never felt so totally awake, baby. It's like, you know, I've been trying to do this all my life, all my friggin' life, man, and I didn't know it. It's like, I just got into trouble. But, you know, here, it's like, it's cool. You know, it's like totally acceptable.
So from that, may I assume that they didn't demand that you represent all of humanity and judge you for humanity's crimes? Because they did that with me. I'm just wondering if anyone else got that treatment. Where are we, by the way?
All right, here's the biggie. Where the hell are we?
Well, actually, this is the planet Alinde. Well, actually, you see, I'm guessing it's the planet Alinde. I mean, they don't think of it that way. It's like they ain't got no concept of planet. You know what I'm saying? They don't even got a word for it. They call themselves Alinde, they call the place Alinde, so you tell me. See, I thought we were back on Earth, you know, like doing some UN knuckle busting, someplace like Europe or maybe China. But then, like, I bust out and, well, I mean, like, look at this place, man. I mean, I have never seen any place as green and as lush and as wild as this. I mean, I was thinking deep Australian outback or something, but then I meet up with these two, man, and like, bam, my eyes pop out of my face like I'm friggin' Springs, man. I couldn't believe it. It's like them wings pretty much shot my European theory all to hell.
He is very impressed with this place. What are you gonna do?
So what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna lay low. I'm gonna stay the hell out of trouble. I'm gonna find a nice place to do the fetal for a while. And that's about it. I mean, what else is there to do, man?
What about the gate?
What about it?
What are we gonna do about it?
Whoa. What is this we stuff, Kimosabe? I mean, you got a PhD in your back pocket? Let's get this straight. We are not gonna do anything about it.
What about the threat?
There's no threat.
You've got to try and stop them.
Look, let's get this straight. You are free to do whatever you like. But there is no way in hell I am going back to that friggin' base. Listen, if I don't start talking bass backwards again real soon, I'm gonna forget how. Or maybe these guys will just bust me back down to plain old DeJohnny smartass. See, we've got contrary stuff to do, you dig? Look, you should look around for Dr. Marks. I'll see what I can find out. Dark after tonight, you're back, you meet I.
Oh, I guess we can look around now. Well, it's good to see that Michaels is alive. Seems like he's doing well, and he's happier than he was last time we saw him. However, well, he doesn't want to have to deal with the military, and that could be a problem because, of course, we do know that more military will be coming, and they probably do want to kill everyone to take the planet or the mineral or whatever, so just ignoring the problem's not going to make it go away, Michaels. It's not going to make it go away. Problem's coming.
No, Elira, no, let me go. June, stop it. Please don't stop me. He cannot live. That's enough, June. You don't understand. It's not right. It isn't right.
You better never pull a knife on me again. If you do, I swear I'll kill you.
That's enough. You can't speak to her like that.
I'll speak to her any way I choose.
No, you won't.
Cut! Fucking cut!
What?
Stop!
Sid, what the hell are you doing? Look, nobody yells cut on my set but me.
That's it. I quit.
Oh, what, again?
Yes, again. I'm sick of this shit.
Sick of what shit?
Sick of you letting them write the ending of my fucking movie.
So?
So they don't bloody fucking know what they're doing. Virtual reality. Virtual shit. Bloody stupid idea, Ponce. I fucking quit.
I liked it.
That's not bad. That's all right. And so we reached an ending of the Vortex Quantum Gate 2. All right. So we found an ending in which the woman who was supposed to be speaking for us stabbed us to death, and the writer of the game was very mad that that was the ending that we chose. There are two people on this game credited as the gamer and the other gamer. I don't know what that is, but I guess we'll find out. Greg Roach, however, liked the ending that we chose. He didn't see what the big deal was. Okay, so I wonder if that's the only fourth wall-breaking ending there is in the Vortex Quantum Gate 2. I'm pretty sure Greg Roach was the guy in the chair. As I think that looked like his picture from the manual for part 1. I think that was him. He is credited as both director and writer, though, so I'm not sure who was the guy who stormed off. Okay, so one thing I have to remember, I do have to remember not to click every icon that appears, because some of those things result in actions that I don't intend to take, like this right now, where I threatened that one woman who tried to stab me, or previously, like a hammer icon appeared, and I yelled at someone. And it's not really what I intend to do, but icons can appear that make me angry and violent, and I need to probably not click on those. Oh, we have a new title screen. How about that? I guess I was on day 2. Leading the Kiapo? I guess those were the people that Michaels was with. Which means that we still had audience with the Sayet the second evening and dreaming. What does day 3 say? The Sayet's dream, the journey, meeting the Otia's advice, gathering courage, working for Saunders, the rebel finale. So I guess we do have some interaction with the base when we return. Well, I guess since we reached an ending, that's probably enough for tonight. That seems like probably a good place to stop for right now, and then we will restart the movie, not the game now, the movie next time, because of course we have to restart so we can get those icons, like the one that lets us ask people what their forehead symbol means. Look, I need to ask people what their forehead symbol means and make people all flustered because I'm being rude. I need to be able to ask everyone what it means. And I can only do that if I start from the beginning of the game. You understand? So as you saw, if we start in the middle of the game, I will no longer have those options that I've been collecting at the top of the screen. The only problem, of course, is how reliable is the game. We saw it crash once, and that might happen again. It seems to be random. Like, it crashed once, and then the second time we tried that scene, it went through, it did that scene without a problem, you know? Save states, yes. I will probably need to save state just to make sure that we are able to recover. I guess that's how we'll have to do it. I'll just have to constantly remember to save states. We will do the sounding again. I will try different choices, so we will get different graphics layered on each other, of course. And we'll see if we can get a different result on that. Maybe that one guy maybe we can come up with a result that will make that one guy not get mad and storm out. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we will get more joke endings. I don't know. Are there other joke endings? Considering that there were credits for Gamer and Other Gamer, I assume there must be another joke ending in there, I suppose. I probably am going to have to find out how many endings there actually are, so I know how many times we'll have to go through the game. That is some information I will need to find out. I also want to see if I can find the manual for this game. I did a search for it, but I wasn't able to find it. I found the manual for the first game, of course, that we looked at during that playthrough, but I have not found a manual for the Vortex. I would like to see if I can find that one. Okay, so that's our first playthrough of the Vortex, Quantum Gate 2, and I think it is living up to the high standards that Quantum Gate 1 had set for us. And it's giving us, actual more choices, more options, multiple endings. So, hey, what I was saying about the first game, about how our choices didn't matter and how there was no reason to replay the game, it seems like maybe they fixed that in the sequel. It seems like we actually do have choices that maybe brings us to different results and results in different endings. So, high hopes here. I'm looking forward to getting further into Quantum Gate 2. And getting into day 3, since we didn't make it to day 3, we were murdered before we made it to day 3 because we got mad at someone who wanted to kill us. So that's this time round with Quantum Gate 2, and I'll see you next time for another playthrough. I didn't think we would get to an ending tonight since there were 3 discs. Turns out these discs are pretty short, so we'll probably be able to do a playthrough for each stream, I think. I think we'll be able to do it. But that's it for this. That's it for this stream. And even though we might get other endings in the future, I guess this is our ending. Our canonical ending is we get stabbed to death by our friend, and the writer of the game gets mad. I'll see you next time.